this week's
Top five. Top five. Top five.
Top five. Top five. Top five. Top five. So we'll be talking about the top five cornerbacks in the league right now. So who's your top five shutdown corners right now in the NFL? Unless you want me to go first.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Rock out. See
Well,
what's your number.
All right. So
Probably start with your honorable mentions if you would.
sure. So my honorable mentions. I'll start with Casey Hayward
Okay.
with the Chargers.
Like him.
Phenomenal hands. Both at jamming the wide receiver and at actually making interceptions. He has wide receiver like hands. Led the league in interceptions. He had to be an honorable mention. And next up is a player that, as a Giant fan watching Odell, I've seen this player compete. Very solid corner in the game right now, Josh Norman. Will be my other honorable mention. And with that, let's jump right into the top five. At number 5, I'm going with Kansas City, Marcus Peters.
Ooh, I like that kid.
Phenomenal corner. Phenomenal corner. As good as it gets in the league, literally. And he's just starting to grow into his greatness, really. So he's at number 5. Number 4, I'm going to have to go with a Giant player. The kind of season he had last year had to be recognized, and I'm going to be the one to recognize it. So at number 4, I'm going to go with Janoris Jenkins. Yeah. Excellent corner. Showed he could play physical with any wide receiver in the game and can still pick a football off if the quarterback makes a bad pass. And,
I think he did that against Philly when Carlson Wentz didn't realize how fast that man is.
Yes.
That was an amazing play.
Yes.
Ran from
It contributes on many facets of the football. Number 2, no, I'm sorry.
3.
Number 3, I'm going to go with Chris Harris Jr.
Ooh.
He's turned up from being a slot corner to being just a phenomenal corner, good as any corner in the NFL. Somebody that quarterbacks look for and make sure that he's not there when they're throwing the football. He's gone to that level. Great hands, great feet, can stay in front of any kind of receivers fast enough to catch up. But now going to the top 2. This is not really debatable in my eyes. I think this is clear cut. And at number 2, it has to be Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman is a phenomenal corner. He's continued to talk it and back up his talk. But he is not in the realm of the best corner in the game, and that is Patrick Peterson.
Ooh.
He's the best corner in the game. It's not even close right now.
Really?
He's at that Revis level above the other corners for what he can do on the field now. He has wide receiver hands. He follows the number 1 wide receiver all over the field like Velcro. The rest of these corners, they'll stay at a certain position for majority of the game. Peterson is one of the rare ones that will follow that receiver like a hawk. And his hands are probably as good or not better than all of these corners that I've mentioned. He's also a punt return specialist that can take it to the house. That's what makes Patrick Peterson the best corner in the game right now. Hands down. That's my top 5.
That's an interesting top 5. Share some similarities. Not very closely, but similar. I'll go with mine.
Okay.
My honorable mention will go to Xavier Rhodes.
Okay.
He got big dollars.
Yes, he did.
This year. He played pretty solid in a couple of games. He's really good, jammed up corner.
I gave him some thought.
Yeah, he's pretty good up there. I ain't know where to put him, but he's really good. My second honorable mention is Chris Harris Jr.
Yeah.
Only reason why he didn't make the list for me was because it's kind of hard to back off of his last 3 years and compare. I'm really compared to what you did last year, so that's our kind of really trying to put it towards. And 2 years prior to that, he didn't give him a touchdown in 2 years until he met Antonio Brown, torched them twice. But besides that, I think after Antonio Brown, he's probably only gave up 2 touchdowns after that in the last couple of years. He's shown that the only thing I've seen lately, they put him more back in the slot lately. So it's showing that his versatility, like he's very versatile and really solid player, but he's not so much as a corner in a sense, but he's still solid, making plays always. Then it goes down to my list. I'll start with number 5 with Darius Slay. out of the Detroit Lions. The way he's played in the last couple of years, how he's progressed from a rookie to last year, just locked down on that side. On that side, there was, I think, after week 4 or week 5, he gave up only 11 receptions and 100 yards. And he's played against top tier wide receivers in those times. Pretty solid. I like him. Number 4, we share a common interest with Janoris Jenkins. I never thought I would put a Giant in it, but I really think I'll put a Giant, mainly because I liked how he did with the Rams, and he brought it over to the Giants. He was a solid corner. He's always been a solid corner. Very fast, very talkative. He's in your face. He shit talks you while he's running down the court, running down the field with you. So, love him. Pretty solid. My 3rd is Josh Norman. Reason being, he didn't have the greatest season compared to Carolina, but that peanut punch that he has added to his game is such a game changer. I think he forced 4 fumbles last year. Cornerback doesn't do that. That is such a change as a cornerback position. Like, I think when the way he can lock down certain players, and if he do get away when players, you can't lock down everybody forever. He knows how to make the tackle and punch the ball out. I think that's just an amazing talent. Then it comes to my top 2. My 2nd will be Patrick Peterson. One of the solid mans in the game. A guy you don't throw the ball to, but yet very older gentleman. Still doing what he's doing, but not as well as he's done in the years. But still top of his game. My number 1 corner, to me, is Aqib Talib. Solid back there in the Denver Broncos backfield. You don't throw the ball that man's way. Because when he picks it off, he's most likely bringing it back to the house. And you really can't throw the ball I don't think anyone even throws the ball to his way anymore. I think he had completion percentage was under 30 when thrown towards his side. So that's my top 5 corners.
Okay, excellent.
I know you got a little upset when you heard Peterson at 2, so I know I had to wait midweek. I was like, I know he was like, you better say somebody great for me to believe you're gonna put Peterson at number 2. And I think you probably like this on it, but I think you might respect it. What do you think?
I mean, when I was talking to you earlier about there's a corner in which I hope you take his teammate because I just think he's a little bit older.
Oh, that's exactly what you're talking about.
I was expecting Talib to be on your list somewhere. But as far as the Peterson, I just feel like
I think he's dope.
His ability to just follow a receiver, and it's not like there's another corner over there that matches his level or even remotely close to his level.
That's true. But they got the Honey Badger to help out the other corner, so it kind of helps.
Safety over top.